Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Stories and Podcasts. I'm really happy to have you here with me again today. Tonight, I want to tell you about something simple, a quiet night at home, and how I learned to end my day in a peaceful way. For a long time, my nights were nothing special. I finished work, ate dinner, scrolled through my phone, and went to bed when I felt tired. But even when I lay down, my mind was still full of thoughts. Things I didn't finish, things I needed to do tomorrow, conversations I replayed in my head, and worries that stayed with me. It often took me a long time to fall asleep. But one night things changed. That day had been long and tiring. I had a lot of work to finish, and I felt like I was running from one task to another. When evening came, my shoulders felt heavy and my eyes were sore from looking at screens. I ate a simple dinner and sat down on my bed. I didn't turn on the TV. I didn't open my phone. I just sat there for a moment. The room was quiet, wasn't completely dark. The small lamp near my bed gave the room a soft, warm light. I took a deep breath and felt something I hadn't felt in a while, a sense of stillness. I lay down on my back and looked at the ceiling, listened to the small sounds around the house, the refrigerator humming, a dog barking far away, a motorcycle passing slowly on the street. None of the sounds were loud, just existed quietly, like part of the night. Then something simple happened. I realized I didn't want to rush my night anymore. I didn't want to fall asleep without feeling calm first. I wanted to end my day gently, not with stress, not with unfinished thoughts, but with a quiet moment for myself. So I sat back up and turned off the main light. The room became darker, but the small lamp still glowed softly. I opened my window just a little. Cool air slowly entered the room. I could smell something faint, maybe flowers from a neighbor's garden, maybe just the smell of night air, but it felt pleasant. I sat there quietly. I didn't do anything special. I didn't meditate or read. I just breathed slowly and felt my body relax. That was the first night I learned how to say goodnight to myself. The next evening, I did it again, and then again. Little by little, it became my way of ending the day. Some nights were different. There were nights when I was too tired. There were nights when my mind felt too busy to calm down. But every time I chose even a short moment of quietness, it made a difference. One night after a long day of work, I made myself a cup of warm tea. Chamomile tea, not because I believed it would magically make me sleep better, but because holding something warm made me feel safe and steady. I sat by the window and looked outside. The street was almost empty. Only a few streetlights were on, and their yellow light touched the sidewalks gently. I didn't know where it came from or where it was going, but something about its slow steps made me smile. It reminded me that the world moves at its own pace, and I didn't need to rush all the time. Another night, it rained. It's not heavy rain, just a soft and steady one. I lay in bed and listened to the raindrops hitting the window. I didn't think about anything important. I didn't try to solve any problems. I just listened. The sound of rain made the whole room feel peaceful, as if the night itself was breathing slowly. There was a night when the power went out for a few minutes. The room went completely dark. At first, I felt uncomfortable. No noises, no lights, nothing familiar. But after a moment, I realized it wasn't scary. It was just quiet. I could hear my own breathing very clearly. When the lights came back on, I understood something important. Sometimes we avoid quietness because it feels unfamiliar. But quietness can also be a safe place. My favorite night happened unexpectedly. I had finished dinner and was doing small chores, washing dishes, wiping the table, putting things away. Everything felt normal. But when I walked into my room, I felt a wave of calmness. The room was clean. The bed was neatly arranged. The lamp gave off a soft light. The window was half open, letting in cool air. Everything felt simple and gentle. I sat on my bed and looked at the small objects around the room. A book I hadn't finished, a glass of water on the desk, a sweater lying on the chair. These were normal things, but somehow they felt comforting that night. Maybe because I was paying attention, something I didn't often do at the end of the day. I whispered quietly, "Good night," even though nobody was there to hear it. It felt strange, but also warm. That night, I fell asleep quickly. Now, every evening, I try to end my day with intention. Not with noise, not with rushing, but with calm. Some nights I drink warm tea. Some nights I stretch my arms and back slowly. Some nights I open the window just a little and breathe in the cool air. Some nights I lie down and listen to the sounds outside, and some nights I do nothing at all. I just sit quietly in the soft glow of the lamp. But every night I say goodnight to myself in some way. It's a small thing, but small things can change the way we feel. I've learned that nights don't have to be filled with screens, noise, or stress. They can be gentle. They can be slow. It can be a moment to care for ourselves, not in a big dramatic way, but in a simple, steady, real way. Now, when I turn off the light and close my eyes, I don't think about the whole world at once. I just think about the quietness of the night. I focus on my breathing. I let the day end softly, and I let myself rest. Thank you so much for spending this evening with me. I hope your night is gentle, calm, and warm. Sleep well, take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.